Alright, let's dive into something that's equal parts mind-blowing and controversial. Scientists have used gene editing to create hypoallergenic dogs. Yes, you heard that right, dogs that might not make you sneeze, itch, or break out in hives. But before we get into the science, let me just say this, personally, I think this is a game changer for millions of people who love dogs, but can't be around them because of allergies. It's like someone finally said, hey, let's fix this problem at the source. But, of course, it's not that simple. Let's break it down. First, the hook. Imagine being allergic to dogs your entire life, only to have scientists hand you a beagle named Bailey who doesn't trigger your allergies. That's exactly what happened to Matt Walker, a geneticist who led this research. What makes this really interesting is that Bailey isn't just any dog. She's the result of CRISPR gene editing, a Nobel Prize-winning technique that's been making waves in science. But here's the thing, this isn't just about Walker and his new furry friend. It's about the potential to transform the lives of millions of people who've had to choose between their health and their love for dogs. Now, let's talk about how they did it. Scientists edited the genetic code in dog skin cells, specifically targeting the gene responsible for producing the allergy-causing protein. They then transferred this edited code into eggs, which were implanted into a beagle surrogate. The result? 2 healthy female pups, Bailey and Alfie, who don't produce the protein that makes people sneeze. From my perspective, this is where the story gets fascinating. It's not just about removing an allergen, it's about the precision and potential of gene editing. But it also raises a deeper question. If we can do this for dogs, what's stopping us from doing it for other animals? Or even humans? One thing that immediately stands out is the ethical debate. Bioethicist Arthur Kaplan points out that this could discourage people from adopting shelter animals in favor of these engineered, allergy-free pets. And honestly, that's a valid concern. Shelters are already overflowing with dogs waiting for homes. If people start prioritizing hypoallergenic designer dogs, it could make an already tough situation worse. But on the flip side, what many people don't realize is that this technology could also benefit service animals. Imagine a world where therapy dogs can work with allergy-prone patients without causing discomfort. That's a huge win. Another detail I find fascinating is the long-term implications. Right now, Bailey and Alfie seem healthy, but scientists still need to monitor them for any potential side effects. The gene they edited does occur naturally in some dogs, so it's unlikely to cause harm, but you never know. This raises a broader question about the responsibility of playing with genetics. If you take a step back and think about it, we are essentially rewriting the blueprint of life. That's both incredible and a little unsettling. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture. This isn't the first time researchers have tried to create hypoallergenic pets. They've attempted cloning before, but it led to sicker animals that were too genetically similar. CRISPR, however, seems to be a more precise and effective method. But here's the catch, it's still in the early stages. Dr. Jeff Sorrell points out that we don't know how broadly effective this will be for all dog allergies. What this really suggests is that while we are making progress, we are still far from a one-size-fits-all solution. In my opinion, the most compelling part of this story is the human element. Matt Walker, who's had allergies his entire life, can now enjoy the companionship of a dog without suffering. Bailey isn't just a scientific achievement, she's a family member. And that's what makes this research so powerful. It's not just about advancing technology, it's about improving lives. But it also makes me wonder, where do we draw the line? If we can edit genes to remove allergies, what's next? Designer pets with specific traits. It's a slippery slope, and one we need to navigate carefully. So, Here's my closing thought. This breakthrough is undeniably exciting, but it's also a reminder of the ethical and practical challenges we face when we start tinkering with genetics. Personally, I think the potential benefits outweigh the risks, but we need to proceed with caution. What do you think? Are hypoallergenic dogs a step in the right direction, or are we opening a Pandora's box? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking content. Thanks for watching.